Is it possible the Redskins really franchise tag Kirk Cousins, Jason? Is that possible?
It's Ashburn, Virginia. Rich, anything's possible out there. Having spent many a day embedded there myself, covering them for the Washington Post, I can't entirely put it past them. I don't think it's rational. I don't think it's sound. I don't think it's reasonable. And most importantly for them, and I believe they're starting to get the pulse of this, it wouldn't be effective. Cousins would still control his own fate in so much as he doesn't have to sign a long-term deal with anyone. And he files a grievance. And how are you going to make a trade if you don't even know if he was theirs to trade in the first place? I mean, you know, they can be really petty, and clearly they want to kick him in the butt on the way out, but I don't think this would help their cause. And I don't know how much it would really hurt him either, because the New York Jets are waiting there with $30 million a year or close to it to throw at him for the next 5 to 6 years, whenever he's available.
Now, look, I've met him, and he's just a really upstanding guy and citizen and face of the franchise that you can put your head on the pillow and not have to worry about anything, okay? But I've grown up in the New York area, Jason, and I've seen guys who are upstanding citizens and great guys who are very talented with a huge upside, and they get paid the highest paid salary in the league, and they don't
Chew up and spit them out.
Well, one 2 interception game against Belichick here, and then one, third down missed conversion there against, Denver or whatever, and suddenly it's on. It's lit. Do you think he would be a fit in the New York area, knowing him?
I don't know how close attention you paid to the whole "you like that" and the saga of Washington, but I dare say he's pretty battle-tested. I mean, you had sections of the owner's box and sections of the coaching staff who did or didn't want him at any given time. And, they treated RG3 like a prince, and they treated Cousins like a redheaded stepchild. And, once he got the job, then it's make him prove it, make him prove it, make him prove it again. Now let's try to kick him in the neck on the way out. I mean, I know New York is a different beast, certainly, and it's more media and, it's mucho everything, but I don't know. DC is not a walk in the park, and it's a pretty adversarial relationship there at times too, between the team and the fans, and the team and the media, and the media and the fans. I don't think if he was coming from, I don't know, Tennessee or Jacksonville or something like that, and he didn't go through everything he had to go through to get where he has. If he hasn't had to keep proving people wrong, then I would say maybe he doesn't have the tenacity and the mental makeup. But he's looks are really deceiving with that guy. He's a super competitor. He'll never take the low road. He'll never he'll never blame others. He'll take the blame. I think he'll do a lot of things the right way, and I think he'll win people over. But yeah, I mean, look, he's not. I don't think he's going to the Hall of Fame. He's not going to turn into Tom Brady. But more years than not, if he's healthy, I think he'll be in the top 8 in passing yards, and I think he'll be in the top 8 in touchdowns.
Jason Canfora here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you think that the Jets are really? I mean, wow. I read today in the New York Post that they're willing to maybe give him $60 million in the first year because they can afford it under their cap. They could maybe be 90 under the cap. Give him 2/3 of it now, and thus he'll be cap friendly for the rest of his deal, and they can really build around him. Is that a feasibility based
60?
on? Yeah.
I don't know about 60 if they have to go that far. I can tell you they were very intrigued by the Jimmy Garoppolo structure where they poured, over 40 into year one. If it got to be a bidding war, and that's their way of distancing themselves, then I think maybe they push to a threshold that extreme. I don't know if they come in guns a-blazing and necessarily do that. I mean, they have other needs that they want to fill as well. But, I mean, they're at between 80 and 90 right now, and they haven't cut their highest-paid player yet, which will happen, and will create another windfall of available space for them.
You're talking about Wilkerson, right?
Yeah.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.